Hello, my name is Gabriel from GabakUSA. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to upgrade your Mac Mini. So if you have a Mac Mini and you don't know how to upgrade the memory, the RAM, and the hard drive, so I'm going to teach you how to do it step by step. So if you have a Mac Mini, I think it will be like 2010, 2011, 2012. If it is newer than that, usually they don't have that option. Those Mac Mini, they have the motherboard and the RAM all soldered in one unit, and you cannot change it. Always, if you have any question, leave me a comment in the section below. I'll try to help you if you have any other year. So in this case, this Mac Mini is 2012, so we are going to upgrade the hard drive and the RAM, and we are going to teach you step by step how you can do that. So now we are going to change the camera so that way you can see how everything that I have here. So this is the remote control for the lights. Here is the hard drive. I think this hard drive is 240 gigabytes. So it's more than enough because this Mac Mini, it has already another hard drive. So if you want to improve your computer, this is the best way, because that way, if you have a mechanical drive like the regular ones, they're kind of slow. So if you have something like that, they're not good. They're good only for storage. So in this case, we're going to remove these screws that you see here. So I have the screwdrivers here. In this case, this computer was almost halfway. So I'm going to use the tools that it comes with the kit. Usually when you buy the kit with the cable and everything, if you want, I can try to leave you the link on the video description. Remember that you have two cables. One is for the first hard drive and the other one will be for the second hard drive. Usually one is longer than the other one, depending on what you want to do. So in this case, it comes with this kind of screwdrivers, so you can take it apart very quickly. So if you don't have a set like I just showed you before. So remember, you can, like I said in my other videos, if you have something like that, maybe a magnet, and you can draw all the parts where you see the screws, so that way you're not going to miss it. So in this case, I'm going to leave it here. This is the circle. I've used it in another video already, and we're going to remove this. This is from the grid. So here I have the picture already, grid over there, and now we have this here. We're going to try to remove it. Be very gentle with this, so you don't want to break anything. After that, we are going to start using the gloves, so we're not going to damage anything by touching. If you have any electricity, in this case static, you can fry the motherboard. So in this case, we're going to try to move it in the other way, so that way we're going to pull the motherboard and everything towards this side. So in order to do that, we have to remove this screw that we see here. We're going to use the gloves, so that way I don't have to mess with it later on. Cool with the gloves. I like this kit, it comes with everything. So we're going to use this here. You can use this little twister. There you go. We're going to leave it here in the other side. And now we're going to remove these screws here. Be very gentle with this. Now we're going to pry it a little bit. There you go, and you can leave it like that, so that way you're not going to lose any screw. Now we're going to use the U30 thing for the motherboard. You have to put it there. Before doing anything else, we have to remove this screw. And once we remove this, we're going to be ready to proceed. So here we have. There you go. This is a long one. We're going to leave it here as well. Now we're going to push toward this side, and that way we're going to have more space. We are going to remove this. Now we can move this one side. We have this. This is the hard drive, the mechanical drive. So we're going to leave it like a secondary hard drive. Let's remove this cable from here. Okay, now we are going to remove this. Just make sure that every cable inside is all the way in. We are going to unplug this from the power supply, and we can just lift up this little plastic and remove the antenna. So that way we can remove the whole thing. And if you want to clean it up, you can do it as well. So in this case, it is pretty clean. But other than that, you can blow some air in the fan here, and you should be okay. Now that we have this here, we can remove the gloves because the electronic is safe in this case. And we are going to try to remove these screws here so we can fit the hard drive and everything else. I'll show you. So here we are going to leave the screw. Here we have the other screw. Now remember, like I showed you before in another video, we have this little piece of metal that will hold the power supply. So we're going to remove it. There you go. Now we have to move it from one side, and it should release the power supply. Good. So we have the power supply here. Remember, don't lose the little piece of metal here. And now we're going to be able to remove the whole thing. So as you can see here, we have this plastic here. We have another plastic over here. As you can see on this side, it comes with this little piece of rubber. So that way the other hard drive will fit. But with the new one, we have to put this little piece of rubber here. So that way it will fit better. It will fit properly. So we have to make it fit. And there you go. So we have this first part done. Now we can do the same thing in the other holes. There you go. As you can see, now it fits perfectly. All right. Now we can grab this adapter. I mean, this is the cable that flex. And now we're going to use these small screws. We're going to leave it like halfway, so that way it will fit here when we set it here. And it will be easy to remove as well. Now we have to put the other screw. There you go. Now you have both screws here and here, so it will stay firm. Now we can put it back. So let's say that you forget about this, and then you're thinking, well, it seems like it looks fine, yeah, but it's not right. So if you ever confuse or something like that, you can take notes about everything. But other than that, you will see the screw will not fit all the way. So in this case, we have to install the power supply first. There you go. And then you will see that now it will fit better. A ver si le sacamos. Okay, we are going to remove this sticker. We're going to leave it like that. So it will be big glue. And then we're going to put the other hard drive here. Just let's make sure that they fit. You see these screws here, they have to fit perfectly. All right. Now we're going to fit the motherboard again. In this case, we have to make sure we connect the okay. Now that is all the way in once again. We're going to push the motherboard. We have to move the cables. Make it fit. Great. Now we have this connector here, all the way in. Okay, now that we have everything in place, make sure that those screws fit well. Now we're going to try to connect this back. Okay, cool. Now that it's there, it should stay there. So now we're going to put the cable underneath the case, and we are almost ready. There you go. If it doesn't fit well here, So what you have to do is just to lift it up a little bit in one of these sides, so that way it will fit well. Otherwise, you will see some people, in this case, they didn't put one of the screws because of that. And that is a pain in the butt. So now we're going to put the other screws inside. And what we can do is grab, like I said before, here we have the other screws. We're going to try to use the long screw here. Now we have the little one. There you go. Now we grab the other one. Cool. Now we have this one here. So we are going to grab these two. Remember, these screws, they go here, holding the hard drive. There you go. Cool. Now the last one. Now we should try to get another one just like it. Usually they're kind of expensive. Cool. Just a little bit. I miss that one. And now I have to connect this. Remember, goes here. If you see the motherboard or the computer, the whole computer is overheating, it's because that screw, this connector wasn't in all the way. Make sure that doesn't happen. And now we have the little ones. All is tight and firm, and we're almost done. So now we have to open up this RAM. We can connect it here. We have 2 of 8 gigs each one. That is the maximum amount of RAM that you can put in these little computers. I like these computers. They're compact, very tiny, and they are very fast. And now, like I said, we have one missing. We have one of these here, and it should be ready to go. There you go, done. So now I can remove the gloves, and everything fits great. So everything should work just fine. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any question, or if you need the tools or anything like that, I'll try to leave everything in the video description so you can do the same. I hope you have enjoyed, and see you next class.